It melted my brain when I realized what I was witnessing. My dentist was a climate change denier. Hi everybody, welcome to the Traveling Philosopher. Over and over I am surprised when I find out that my friends or neighbors or family or somebody is whatever that thing happens to be. They don't know this very basic thing, or they are whatever. As much as my habit is to think that of course everybody knows the same things I do, on a regular basis I am reminded to speak to my little circle of influence, and my circle of influence might be 10 people. So here goes. I have said before that scientists are terrible communicators, and often they say things that are wrong. Now, I need, at this moment of fake news being a thing, I need to say that when I say scientists, I mean individual scientists, individual science writers and authors and stuff. I'm not speaking about the huge consensus of people who are working on established, proven, tested, reliable science. Things like vaccines, which are completely reliable, proven, established science, or global warming, climate change. Climate change is this like friendly version so that we don't offend people who have noticed we still have winter every year and can't figure out what an average means. So we say climate change. But I'm fine with the original, slightly more relevant term, global warming. Anyway, so when I say that a scientist or a science communicator tries to say that quantum physics is blah, 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 that doesn't have any of the proof backing it up. When they guess about the interior of a black hole, that doesn't have any of the backed up evidence that is that vaccines have, or global warming, or whatever. I keep hearing all these podcasts and TV shows and YouTube channels and people talking about fake news, and nobody's drawing a line between the quantum physics hokey pokey nonsense and really well established science like vaccines and global warming. Okay, now to the dentist story. I was sitting in the dentist chair. I mentioned something, blah, 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 like global warming. And he said, well, some people think that, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe that somebody in the medical community, that somebody that I had to trust my teeth to, especially, I already have issues with dentists creating more problems than need to be. And this guy says he doesn't believe in global warming. Amazing. So, even educated people, even people who paid a lot of money for their big fancy institution, can sometimes be fooled by all the rhetoric and the super biased, super motivated perspectives where money is involved and liars can benefit and all the sketchy internet sort of nonsense. So, don't feel bad if you've been tricked. I think I've been tricked. I remember being 12 or 10 or 8 or something, and some adult told me that eating watermelon seeds was going to make watermelons grow in my stomach and then spring out my ears. And that wasn't the last time that I was lied to and tricked. I think maybe because I got a communication degree, I've gotten really good at recognizing when something is not founded in reality. But I still believe in checking sources and using logic and stuff. So my advice to you is that you too can learn to recognize bad logic that just sounds good. Ooh, if one, it sounds too good to be true. If it sounds like the amazing answer you want to hear, that's maybe one red flag to pay attention to. A lot of times, if what they say came out really smooth, boy, that just sounded like he was talking, like he really knew what he was talking about, but it's a little hard for you to understand. Well, if somebody can't explain it to you in simple enough terms for you to understand, then they don't actually understand it well enough. They are just spouting whatever was told to them. Somebody who really understands something can explain it in simple enough terms. And that's because it requires logic to reach step by step by step. So if you can follow something with clear logic, that's a good sign. If something sounds good, but you didn't quite understand the logic, big red flag. And also check your own biases. We all want something to be true. Man, I would love for this COVID thing to just go away 6 months ago. Or I would really love me and everybody I know to have the vaccine like today. But no matter how much we want something to be true, you gotta wait for it to actually be true. It isn't true just because you want it to be true. Okay, thanks. That just had to be said.